It's very slow. The way he talks like this, and the way his eyes blink slow, blink left, blink right, blink up, blink down. Yeah, it's how he is. Hello everyone, welcome in. My name is Kai Zammit. I'm a director, cinematographer and writer based in the south of the UK. And today in this video we're going to be continuing on with our Overwatch animated short journey, and today's cinematic is titled Reunion. Like normal with these videos, first I'm going to watch it, give you my reaction to the cinematic, then afterwards that is where I break it down as a filmmaker and talk more about the filmmaking side of things. Right, cinematic time, play the tape. Oh. No music, straight into diegetic sound. What did that do? That draws us in immediately. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's cool. Blizzard Entertainment presents. This is going to be like a proper American journey. Like cowboys and stuff. That's what I'm getting from this. Oh, I like that. God raised, bit of dust particle. Was that a dead body? Oh, no. Ooh, moist. See the way everything was laid out perfectly with that over-the-top camera. Oh, that's... Oh, shit. And he still continues on with his fucking apple pie. What made that so good is because we had no music other than the diegetic music, yeah, that's coming in there. It went almost silent, then the train happened, and then an explosion. Oh wow, he looks cool. Oh shit. What a shit show. Oh, the bad guys, is it? People stealing stuff.
Ash! Ash!
Oh, interesting. Just ran away.
We got trouble.
Oh, I'm loving the cowboy. Proper thick accents. That looks so much cooler because he's coming through the smoke, yes? The texture in your shots. Bang. Nice. Taking the overture that we're used to.
Been a while.
Look at the catchment in her eyes.
You'd right.
Well, Ash.
Very good. Lovely concealing of the eyes. And now you get the reveal.
Kinda busy.
We're pretty busy ourselves, so it's awful convenient you showing up today.
Yeah. You never been one to shy away from a good tip.
Hey, we worked hard for this score. You best move on now.
It's interesting, the lighting.
All I want is that crate. Everything else is yours.
This crate? Huh. Bob.
The reason is Overwatch have very normally soft lighting, and this is actually quite harsh because obviously it's meant to be the whole cowboy high noon thing, isn't it?
Now you got my attention. What is it?
This is the strongest light that I've
None of
seen.
your business.
Are these both playable characters?
Now it's very much our business.
Doesn't always have to be this way, Ash.
Apparently, it does.
Look at that, power status on screen. Camera's looking up at them. Love that music's almost stripped out. Nothing but diegetic sound of the world. Drawing us in. Camera slightly moving. Let's say we're going to see his fingers twitch or something. Very good, isn't it? Going into the Western cinema. I love it. All these shots building up the momentum. Is he like sweating oil? And I say, I knew we'd get some eye shots, some close-ups. This is how we show it all here. Whoa.
Don't shoot!
Nice. Nice. This is great. Dude, what a reveal.
Looks like Bob got himself some upgrades.
Very light-hearted, isn't it? But it's good because they've got robots in there. They can actually show, not death, but they can show actual people getting shot.
Here it comes.
You can't have a badass gunslinger who's not killing people or hitting people. Nice. Here we go. Is that a little bit of a softer light now?
McCree?
Sorry about that, Bob. No hard feelings.
McCree? Hey! Untie me, McCree!
Say hi to the gang
to
for
you.
me.
I will not be ignored! I'm gonna rebuild Bob, and I'm gonna have him rip off your other arm!
Dude, I didn't even realise he had a robotic arm. Rip off your other arm. I was too busy having a bit of fun watching it. What's this then? What the fuck is this?
Hey there, cowboy.
Welcome back, partner.
How long have I been gone?
Far too long.
Whoa.
What happened?
Well, that's a story for another time. But I got a call. They're getting the band back together. They want me. But really, they need you.
Nice. This is really... I'm loving the music.
Jesse,
It really does feel like a
wait.
Western, isn't it? It's very
What
clever.
are you going to do?
I've got some business to attend to.
Mate, he's Dirty Chopper. On a steel horse he rides. So there was
Say hi
that
to the
history
monkey
there.
For me.
Monkey?
Scientist. Whatever.
I like this character. He's really, really cool. It's nice. I like that one. Really good playing into the the old fucking whip on it and all. The Indiana whip. I like it. I don't think it's as good as some of the other ones, and the reason being, what makes the other ones so good is when they get you emotionally and you're like, oh my god, that they hit you right in the heart. That was a fun Western experience. You know, if you'd have seen that, you'd have been like, oh, that character's cool. Like, watching this, it made me want to see more of this character, but he is very much a generic hero. But they planted seeds there for later, as in, for me, watching as a cold caller. Like, I was interested to see that connection between him and, is it Ash, the female cowgirl? And I knew there was something history. I actually, in my mind, I was like, were they like exes or something? But then they had that little picture, didn't they? The old picture and stuff. And I like that. It's stuff like that where they plant the seeds to make the lore bigger. That I really, really enjoy. But let me break it down. So interesting, we went straight into it this time rather than having an ESRB rating or anything like that, or the Overwatch part, but they did it in a different way. Dollying in, yeah, diegetic sounds of the world, no music yet. And what that's doing, it's making us tune in immediately. And that's how you get your audiences to do that. I do that all the time on my commercials or any films or brands that I look after. I tend to not start with a soundtrack, I start with the real world, because you have 7 seconds, yeah, to lure someone in, get someone interested, invested in your product or cinematic in this case, and it's the 7-second rule of marketing. And this is doing it, isn't it? You're like, oh, what? Reunion? Blizzard? I love this. Very good. Beautiful placement, isn't it? Look at the way the circle is on this, yeah? When it comes to the cinematic bars, yeah? We've got our widescreen black bars. Our cine scope looks 235.1 mask. Very cinematic. Yeah, you can fake this yourself by adding it in post-production. But ideally you want to shoot that. You at least want a frame for that. Then normally it would be non-diegetic, yeah? This is diegetic music now. And the reason is because it's the sound, even though we're listening to the soundtrack ourselves, it is sound within the world. So the cowboy character can hear it as well. Beautiful. Let's go back. Okay, so we've got bright light. Yeah, it looks very cinematic. Shot from the rear. Showing you there's a hot coffee pot going. Yeah. What I love about it is how it's framed. Yeah. Look at your rule of thirds. Here, here, and here. Yeah. Frame right is negative space, but they're using it to fill it with light. And they've got our practical lights here. But they're using it over here. And look, they put this over here to make us look. These little high details. But they fill the frame up lovely. This is a Dutch angle. Yeah, so it's not straight on. It's well, at an angle. That's why I call it a Dutch angle. And the phone is off the hook. Something's not quite right. Yeah, is it a static or is it camera moving? No, the camera's slightly pedestaling down. Just notice it here. Look at the wall tiles. Just subtle movement. This one is as well. They're very subtle. They look like the camera's just stuck there, or as in it's just been plopped there, yeah, and the sound effects of the water, but not, this is moving ever so slightly, keeping that little bit of cinematic, yeah, and cinema means movement. Dollying in, as going into the pie, we know something is here. Why is there a slice of pie missing? Ah, at first I thought it was a dead body, but I love the way this looks. And there we are, look, they're emphasising the time, almost high noon. Just going into the... hang on, let's listen to the words of that song. Very Western. It's just basically, the song is describing his character, isn't it? Yes, because he's very easy on the eye, isn't he, yeah? Yeah, so basically the song is just, it's emphasising him as a character. It's giving you the lyrics. Normally that you'd have that as a voiceover, but they've done it very cleverly and kept it within the world space. Look at this. So here we go. So this is a shot that's on sticks. Yeah, it's on a tripod. Still slightly dollying in very, very slowly. It's very moist, that thing, isn't it? And what they're doing is they're building up the character. Here we've got this here. I thought this was something from Horizon Zero Dawn, like one of those ear things that she has. But look, they've put it here. Look at this. Imagine this is like a YouTuber's overhead camera unboxing video. You know, look at this. There's stuff here on the edges of your shot. And look at these long shadows. Normally to have shadows this long, you'd normally have it at sunrise or sunset later on in the day, yeah? Because at high noon, the sunset is highest point. So you get shorter shadows. These shadows are extremely long. Granted, they're harsh. Normally with Overwatch stuff, they tend to have them a lot more softer. They roll off a lot more with their shadows. But being that it's high noon, it is very high. You know, we've got these key highlight parts. But you wouldn't get shadows this long because it would be like much lower, wouldn't it, in the sky? But it doesn't matter. We're using it just to fill up our shot, our framing. Route 66. So I mean, telling us where we are. I love this detail here, the reflection of the glass. Just makes it look more believable, these little aberrations. Yeah, I love it. Bear in mind that, you know, it's a wall, a clock against a wall. There's no depth in the shot like the previous ones. Yet what they're doing here is letting the camera dolly in to give us that cinematic movement. And look at the wrap off on these shadows. Harsh lines, yeah? We don't normally get this. And the build up of the character, the way it's framed, yeah? Look at this. Look, we've got our halation. Well, it looks like halation. Overexposed parts here because it's very bright. Getting us to hear the sound of the train. He's full stops. I love this little storytelling part. And because that drowns out the music, the score, well, the diegetic sound of the world, that that soundtrack that he's listening to. And because you don't see the explosion, you hear it, and it getting louder, and it goes out slightly for the impacts. Listen. What a boom. Then it comes in. It sounds more crazy, more epic. But this motherfucker is cool as a cucumber. Carries on eating his apple pie. Music comes back in. Still pays for it, telling us he is a righteous character. Yeah, he's on the hero side. Look at this lovely Dutch angle here to really accentuate the framing of it. I love it. Nice, classic. And look how cool he looks, yeah, because he's backlit. And also it looks very cinematic. Granted, I say he's backlit. Technically, the key light is coming from in here. You can see that it's over here shooting in. But the way the light is hitting it is making him look like he's backlit, which will make him look like he is very cinematic lighting. And then the smoke, the camera dollies forward, flash to white. Now the music really kicks in. We've got real Western going on. But also, by having that flash to white, it allows us to not immediately cut into this new area. This is immediately giving us a little bit of time. Like, we don't, even though he technically has just gone straight out, they've allowed time to then start looting this train. That's what that flash to white is. And also, by doing it, look, we've seen our proper establishing shot now of where we are. New scene. The rock music or the hard riffs of the guitar telling us we're on the darker side. Camera's dollying in, always moving in, yeah? And look at this, harsh shadows that they're giving us. High noon shadows, they'd be very tiny wrapped around here if it was right above them where it should be. They're still giving us a little bit of texture as if it's coming down ever so slightly. Yeah, but with this, again, it was the harsh shadows that really caught my attention, and how harsh they've gone on the overexposed bits to show you that high noon cowboy visual aesthetic that they're going for, that visual narrative, yeah? Look at this. Beautiful catchment in the eyes. Right, so even though he's a bad guy, yeah, we've got a little bit of shadow, they still keep away with this nice, as if he's lit like nice with a softbox. And that's how they make that animation look very, not plasticine or plastic, but more to that very Disney, yeah, very Disney-esque. Considering it's meant to be a bad character, here's the comedy value of it.
We got trouble.
We got trouble.
We got trouble.
And I love this. Look at the framing on this bad boy. Look, yeah. He rule a third. Middle's negative space, but it's not, isn't it? Because we know Echo is in there. Then you've got this character here. And then you've got this character here. He runs straight into the centre. Fills the frame. His arm whips all the way over here. Yeah, it's beautifully framed. Look at this full texture that we've got here. His finger's almost a foreground. These are the mayground, and then you've got your background, which is back here, yeah, giving us that draw distance. Layers in your composition. And look at that for a goddamn reveal. And she blink turns. More visually appealing on the eye. That's why we do more blink turns when we do our close-up, especially on female talent. Oh, actually, we do it on all talent, but it always looks a little bit better on female talent. Because they've got lovely, normally long eyelashes. Which hers are these big things? Yeah. Look at this nice catchment in the eye. Bit of red. Yeah. Right now, we're starting to get a bit of shading. Look, she's still got that beautiful complexion, yeah? But they're using the hat to give us the harsh line and tell us that she's a little bit evil. Also, I don't know if the eyes red also helped with that. Look how badass this looks, yeah? Okay, so what we're using here, it looks very cinematic. You know this now because he's backlit. We've got 3 layers here. But how have we got 3 layers when there's only technically 2? Him and the smoke. Well, there we are. This here, these embers are your foreground, yeah? Foreground, mayground, backlighting is your background. And he looks more badass because he's coming through a texture. Okay, these are the type of shadows you get at high noon, yeah? these shorter shadows. I like this. What's the camera doing? Camera was dead static, yeah? He's walking into frame, filling up the frame, a little bit of heat haze. Camera is static, not moving. He does all the moving. Like that. Oh. We are now pedestaling up to our character reveal. Do you know what? How the fuck I didn't notice he had a metal arm? I was too busy looking at his bullets and trying to read out. What is that? Bamf? Bamf? Yeah, I like this. Alright, it's covering it. Look at these harsh shadows because it's high noon with that proper Mexican, sort of Western style-esque instruments. Look at this. So, I mean, look at this lighting, yeah. If this was... Look, we can see the main light is above his hat, yeah, because we've got these really high light, overexposed areas, yeah, and these glints on his sheriff's-looking badge. But yeah, look at this beautiful highlights here on his skin. It wouldn't be, it would be white, it would be almost in darkness. But they lift it up. They have a very high complexion again to complement the animation style. So they have more of this plastic figurine look. Dude, they could totally sell this as merch. And kids would love it.
Jesse.
Fuck me, I'd like some of these figures. They look so cool. Yes, we've got what... So she pulls this down.
Jesse.
Comes up, lifting the light. Still getting a little bit of the... Then again, she's not screaming bad character to me.
Jesse McCree.
Yeah, I know she's a little bit more on the Viper side, yeah?
Been a while.
Then again, goes with the instruments, doesn't it? The rattlesnake sound.
Been a while. You promised you.
Camera's not dollying in, it's very static, allowing us to look at these overexposed, harsh light areas, yeah?
Well, Ash.
Music's almost gone. The music now is used more as a sound effect, just to give you that oomph of the venom. Her rattling. The crows. Yeah. Wow. Comes more of a sound effect. Yeah, more of a soundscape building that world.
I've been kind of busy.
Look at this. Yeah, I mean, he's a heart killer, isn't he? He's a heartthrob. Yeah, he's got that look, but he screams bad boy. Like the music did. Yeah, and didn't he do a little cheeky wink?
I've been kind of busy.
We're pretty busy ourselves, so it's awful convenient.
I mean, with this one, I never ever got, like, life or death, proper villain, proper hero, or anything like that. It was just, there was history there.
You showing up today?
It's just different. Add a little bit of comedy value, but he's definitely like a cool character. He's like cool as a cucumber. That's definitely how they built him up.
Shy away from a good tip.
Hey, we worked hard for this score.
But I definitely get more comedy with this one, like, you know, like with these big old mutton chops here and the sound of him nodding.
You best move on now.
They remind me of, like, she's probably badass, but I get very like Team Rocket from Pokemon from these bandits. You know what I mean? That sort of type of story.
Great. Everything else is yours.
This crate. Huh.
So was he in on this? So he wants this crate, and was he gonna rob it?
Bob.
Her eyes lifting up. Yeah, look at the framing here. Tells us exactly what it is. I thought they couldn't open it without these little chip thing. Or was that just to bring her alive? Her eyes tell us everything. Yeah, look at this glow here. Yeah, I love these little subtle details of her skull earrings. Beautiful harshness on the light to keep with that, you know, that high noon look. But yet, look at here. Look, this would be blasted in shadow. This shadow would be almost black. Awful. But they keep it very well lit because it's a very pretty animation. Yeah, that illumination sort of style. And his confusion. Yeah, it's these subtle details, even on the bloody robot. Double blink. What? Head turn. Blink turns again. Yeah, more of a very visually appealing look. More, it gives her sex appeal. That's what it does. Easy on the eye. But what I like about this, even though this is very high on the bright white levels, it's not overexposed. I covered Final Fantasy 14 cinematics, and the very early ones, they were so overexposed, it lost its detail. I'm not a big fan of that. I want to see my detail. I want to see all these strands of her beautiful hair.
Now you got my attention. What is it?
Look at the framing. Yeah, she's not dead center, is she? Yeah, they're using her hat to fill all this negative space. There's a little bit of negative here, but it's fine because she is on the frame right. So when you cut to him, he's on the frame left. So you get that with your imagery. It's a great way to, because you're over here, it looks like they are talking to one another. If he was over here as well, it would look odd and you'd be like, whoa, what the hell? If you do that in modern cinema, they do like a negative framing, as in the character, rather than being here on frame left, they'd be frame right and have all this negative space behind them. But when they cut back to the next character, they would have, let me go back 5, they would also be over here. So they match. Does that make sense? So she's here, he's over here.
That's none of your business.
I love this. This is great. This is very sort of like standoffish, isn't it?
As I see it, now it's very much our business.
A lot of camera on sticks with this, yeah, not too much dollying forward. They did the dollying stuff because they're moving a little bit around and it makes it more. Anyway, I can describe it to you. Imagine that this was real life and you were on the outskirts watching someone on a standoff, yeah, they're about to have this shootout. You are standing there, you're not moving, and they've replicated that as if we're watching this take place. We're like, oh, what, she's talking. Oh, what, he's talking. Do you know what I mean? You have that look.
Doesn't always have to be this way, Ash.
You're like waiting for... See what I mean? The camera is always on sticks. There it's slightly moving backwards, just to emphasise the movement of her walking in. Doing, see it? I think it wasn't moving until she's fully got both feet in. Watch the floor. Camera's slightly moving. When her feet land, camera moves back a little bit faster. God, I've got me doing the accent on it now. Okay, power status, yeah. Camera is tilted up. Yeah.
Apparently.
Titan mode, engage, yeah. Badass moment gonna happen. She looks powerful. He looks powerful. Yeah. This is how you do it. They were both on equal footing last time. They're on equal footing now, but you'll notice that how different they look here, how more badass they look to here.
Doesn't always have to be this way.
Crazy, innit? This is why when we film firefighters or police officers or someone in the law, whatever it may be, you want to give someone power? Yeah, shoot low, look up at them. Maybe not quite as low as this. This is pretty crazy. You'd normally shoot from the sternum up. And we've got more the comedy value in, just to keep reminding us where we are. Music strips out. Camera's now dollying around, yeah. We're starting to move. The camera is revealing what is going on. This character is fully outnumbered. So these are the type of shadows you get at high noon. Actually, they'd be probably a little bit smaller. Yeah, but normally with these Overwatch, they'll shoot dusk or dawn. And you get really long shadows and it looks more appealing. But you wouldn't want to see that in a Western. It's about high noon shootouts. See, the camera's always moving now. And we're noticing it more because we've had the standoff moment, yeah? We know shit's about to hit the fan. This is why the camera can move. Tumbleweed. Vintage Western. I was waiting for his fingers to be like... But they never did. Yeah. Look, if camera's moving around, we're looking at this. They know it. They know where we want to look, or where they want us to look. We're looking at this guy. His eyes. Pulse focus. Lovely. Or rax focus. It's just noise, isn't it? Of the wind and stuff like that. It draws us in, and that is how you build momentum. A bit like horror movies. They go fucking silent, don't they? And then they give you that jump scare, and you shit your pants. Shit enough bricks to make an house with. And it's the other characters that make us feel nervous. They're reflecting how we feel. Oh, hey man, is he going to go? Is he going to go? And this is how we start it. Music comes in. We know we're getting ready. I love that little heartbeat. Very subtle in the mix. On the robot. Dun 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 dun. Very good. Even the bloody robots blink turning. Camera's now dollying in. Rattlesnake is happening. Dun, dun. Look at this. quick, straight in. Normally, with these, you'd cut here to then the same shot as him. Then it cut to her eyes, and then his eyes normally. But they did it the other way around. They just went straight into it. Here. Here. She means business. And look at his catchment in the eyes. What I love about it, it's not super sharp. It's a little bit soft. And that's how it should be when you look at, when you're looking through cinema glass. Yeah? We don't seem super sharp. This is the issue with today's cinematography. It's too sharp. So when we get 8K filming, I film in 5K, normally stuff that we film in, unless I'm using sort of bigger RE cameras to get more of that filmic commercial look. And then you're going like sort of 3K. Or 3.5. And then the point is that we dull it down. We take all the sharpness off. So we don't see sharp. And that's how you get. And film stock emulation, it was the same thing. It's soft. See what I mean? They just matched it. So whatever she did, now he gets. High noon. Silence. Let's go. They waited for high noon. Yeah, they kept with that rule. Bam. And we've got our robot characters in there, so it allows our hero to have his moment in the sun. There's no point having this badass character if he can't kill anything, yeah? Just doing shit like that ain't going to be enough justice. We need to see him take someone out. So when he takes the robot out, he builds up in our levels. Muse complementary to the thing. Yeah, I don't think a cinematic score would have worked as well. I like this. This really slangy guitar. Complementing the scene where we are. Interesting. Just a quick rule, by the way, you could never have this on TV. Reason being is because the barrel of the gun is pointing down the lens of the camera lens, yeah? You're not allowed to do that. You'd always be shooting off. Didn't know if you knew that, but now you do. Boom, we've seen him take someone out. Boom, tick box exercise, yeah? I love this. This is great. Love this little whip pan. Bam. Yeah, yeah, kinetic editing, lovely. Or kinetic motion, sorry, beg your pardon, in the camera work. Look at this, looks really far away, doesn't look as good, yeah, doesn't look as epic, yeah, her shooting boulders from afar and a wide, because this is a wide angle, you can tell by the distance. Watch the zoom in, compresses the background, now it looks more epic, so it's very flowy, isn't it, yeah, with the bullets. That reveal made him look badass. The way he looks up, don't blink turn, he's a focused soldier. And look at the darkness wrapping around him, yeah? And then I expect something big to happen. And then the comedy comes in, yeah? Whipping his hat forward, wicked gun comes out. Well, the fact that she hit him first.
Looks like Bob got himself some upgrades.
Again, giving us our character moment, yeah? Shoots him again. Nice. You never see sort of like... Oh, it doesn't go in him, it just chips off him, doesn't it? Yeah, you never see like bullet holes or anything like that. They keep it very PG. This is very like Toy Story type animation, isn't it? Yeah. That's why I never got that. Didn't get emotionally connected. I never felt like there was a severity to it. Yeah, there's nothing severe about this. This was just like a shootout. It wasn't like I was like, oh my god, someone's going to die. I never got that once with these because of the comedy value that they're in the writing.
All right, Ash. Here it comes.
Nice, yeah. They use the camera to reference the grenades going over. Yeah, watch. Zoom in from a wide. Zoom in. They do that a lot with these animations. Oh, shit. Or shoot. Look at that for a fucking shot. Composition. Stunning. Look at this. Filling that frame all the way up. Foreground pretty much. Mayground. Background. Cool. Badass moment in the sun. Cape flapping. Beautiful. Fade to black. What's that give us? Time to breathe. Gives us that time to show that time has passed. Yeah, here we go. We've got more of a sunset now, yeah? Even though it still looks like high noon, it's not. The shadows are softer. The colour palette is going into the teal and orange.
Sorry.
Yeah, we can tell that it's a little bit later in the afternoon. I like this. This is very nice. Where normally with these, it'd be very sunset. But I don't want to show too much passing
About
of
that,
time.
Bob. No hard feelings.
Keeping with the value. Keeping with the characters' values. Yeah, and the comedy there.
Hard feelings.
Putting his hat properly.
Say hi to the gang for me.
Hi to the gang. So, does that mean I knew there was history? I thought they were like lovers or something.
Say hi to the gang for me.
Look at these lovely long shadows now. You can tell by the colour palette. This is, if it wasn't for the whole high noon thing, this is how this whole cinematic would have been shot. It would have had a beautiful teal and orange look like this. Late afternoon. This is what it would have looked like. Interesting, I didn't even notice about his arm until she said it. Rather arm, and then you see his arm really into shot. He didn't use the human hand, he used the robotic one. Just to plant the seed to tell us, oh, by the way, he has got one arm missing if you didn't notice it. There you go, dummy. Oh, yeah. But I say, look at these long shadows now, yeah? Beautifully lit. 45-degree angle. Gorgeous. Look at this. The way his hair flaps. I love it. This is the best thing about long hair characters and that, and their hair flapping or the capes flapping. It just looks so good, doesn't it? This foreground, midground, background, 3-layer texture. This is a pivotal moment. Catchment in his eyes. So good. And we knew something magical was happening. They went with like the old Native American flute there, didn't they? Whatever instrument that is. Mystery, yeah? What is this? Still keeping with it. It's focusing on the eyes of a character, because that is how we relate to a character. Not blink turning, a little bit of blink. But they want those micro jitters in the eyes this time, because she's waking up. She's like, whoa, 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 what? Now we're getting our blinks.
Cowboy.
Welcome.
I love it when they do close-ups like that and they take their hats off. They come across the face because the camera is on a telephoto lens. Tell this by the background, it's all compressed, yeah? Watch, they bring this down in front of them. It looks more dramatic. And it gives the motion of the hat just that much more of a nicer look.
Welcome back.
Look at this. Almost got like a Rembrandt triangle going on, but it's more of a white light. Where's this white light coming from? It certainly isn't rocks. Doesn't matter. It just looks lovely. Technically, it looks like someone's got a tube here, like the one I've got in the back there, lifting him up from the side, again from a 45-degree angle.
Partner.
But you've got this lovely little bit of edge, like these light in here to break him away from the edge. Okay, so this is our character reveal. They're doing it in stages of 3. We've seen her eyes.
Welcome
Yeah.
back.
Normally with characters, when you build up your momentum, you normally do it in shots of 3 to 5, or sometimes longer. If it's a movie, they'll do like fucking 10 shots. A foot coming in, an elbow coming in, a pauldron coming in. This is hand. Alright, 1. Buttocks, waist, technically classed as 2. 3. What's that, a foot? And then we get our reveal.
How long have
Like,
I been
it's a
gone?
robot.
Far too long.
Look at this lovely lighting, yeah? Filling up the frame. We haven't got any foreground elements here, which is interesting. We've got a midground and background. You think they would have put like a little bit of you know, like as if the wind's blowing, there's a little bit of dust or something on the wind. You think you'd get something like that, but they didn't do that. It's a little breeze, bit of a wind. I think they kept it clean to keep you looking at these guys.
Well, that's a story for another time. But I got a call.
He's very slick, isn't he? Yeah? And they keep that with how his eyes are. They're very minimalistic in his eye movement.
Well, that's a story
It's very slow. The way he talks like this, and the way his eyes blink slow, blink left, blink right, fuck, blink up, blink down. Yeah, it's how he is. It's all in the character, where the Viper girl, she was very, do this, you bastard, like that. You know what I mean?
Well, that's a story for another.
Very slow, and that's how they do it. It's all in the eyes, guys. It's all it is. See, this animation here, a bit more shadow, looks a bit more realistic, a bit more lifelike. where normally they're very lit, as if there was a light coming off her face, lit up normally. And I really like this. Goes to show that they could bring it into the darker, low-key, a more of a low-key look. Low-key look being heavily emphasised on the contrast. Yeah, the shadows, that's what that is. High-key is normally where the background is exposed to the same level as the front. Think commercials.
Back together. They want me, but really, they need you.
And this was perfect, wasn't it? Because they end with her, this character here, and then the next one, she's in it, isn't she? Mate, even the fucking robot's got a catchment in her eyeball. Just tiny bits. Just makes it look more believable.
Jesse, wait. What are you going to do?
It's funny, isn't it? Because without that foreground element, these look a bit wooden, don't they? As in a bit, not boring, they're very pretty, you know, very, very beautiful, like matte painting-esque in the background here. Very nice. But just having a little bit of breeze come past, I feel like that would just fill the layers up a little bit. Because to me, this looks a little bit boring. You don't always have to have 3 layers, foreground, background, background. It's just we've already had this, just to change it up a little bit.
Wait, what are you going to do?
I've got...
Yeah, like foreground, background. Well, actually, technically, this looks a bit dense, doesn't it? That was a little bit more pushed back, as in this area, it'll look a bit nicer. I love this, though, and the steel horsey rides.
Business to attend to.
Loving all this shit. This is great. Showing all the rust, you know, like he's a proper rider. You know, this ain't no, like, clean motorcycle. He's a... Do you know what I mean? See, it was this bit, you see. So I knew there was history there. But I love this. Were they lovers? Definitely getting that vibe out of them. And the way this looks, where it ripped old photograph, and this crack down the middle, almost telling me like their hearts were together but no longer. Very clever, yes. Subtle information. Devil in the details when it comes to your writing. Beautifully done.
To attend to.
Love it. It looks so epic being it's the end of the day. Ash. That's the girl. That's that girl's name, isn't it? Oh, guys, you left to let me know. What the hell does that mean? Is this a motorcycle? Was a motorcycle called Ash? No, but he was part of the gang, wasn't he? Got some business to tend to. Ash telling us is what he's going to go and sort her out. Yeah. He's going to go and sort her out, and he get her on the good team.
Monkey?
Scientist. Whatever.
Nice. Why does that look so cool? Because of the smoke. Ooh, yeah, boy. A nice camera slowly punching in. Nice. Let me go back to and just watch that again. Lovely. Look at how soft the shadows are now, yeah? I like this. It's nice. The music's all kicking in, yeah? He rolls into it. The camera is... Oh, okay, so the camera's going back, isn't it? So look, basically, if you look at... Okay, look, guys. This is how you know they're changing the focal length, okay? Look at the background, yeah? It's very compressed, yeah? It makes the movement look a lot faster, yeah? The compressed background means they're on a telephoto lens. It's zoomed in, all right? Watch the background as he comes in. Because he's really tight here. Watch the background. It zooms out as he comes in. It goes into a wide-angle lens. And that's why we see more of this, or a 32mm lens, and he fills up the space. That's why that looked really, really cool. And I was like, what are they doing there? Change your focal length, buddy. We're acting. Why the camera's going back? Whee! Or tracking back. Alright. Very good. That made me laugh the last time. God, I'm a fucking loser. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I really hope you enjoyed my reaction and breakdown to the reunion. Because, yeah, it was really nice. It was different. It was nice to have a change of pace, yeah? It was a single character, you know, it wasn't quite a villain. It was almost like, felt like two heroes having a bit of a lover's sort of argument, basically. A lover's tiff, whatever they call it. But, yeah, it was really a nice change of pace and that high noon keeping with it. For me, personally, I enjoyed it, but I don't think it's as good as the other ones. That would have been like, if it was a 12-episode series and all had their own episode, this would have been the weakest one for me, even though it's still lovely in its own right. But, yeah, thank you so much, guys, for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next video. See you later. Bye-bye.
Out of time!